When you win 6 championships and win MVPs and win scoring titles, you have to be considered one of the best. Michael Jordan had that and more. Going into the 1996 series against the Chicago Bulls, I was the Defensive Player of the Year. Michael was the MVP, and they had made a big deal about it. But I think my mindset was just to go in there and contain him, make him take uncomfortable shots, make him take something that's not in his rhythm, and give us a chance to win, and make other players beat us. Kukoc stepped up, Pippen stepped up, a lot of players stepped up. Michael Jordan stepped up in Game 6. He got smart about it by attacking us and getting us in situations where we're getting in foul trouble, and then we couldn't do nothing about it. In these games, I was saying anything I wanted to say to Mike, and it went back and forth, and he didn't back down. He was always strong, and he always came at me, and I loved it. I think he's one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game.
It had been deemed impossible. No team has ever returned from a 3-0 series deficit. But the Sonics have marched back from the brink and now stand poised to take it the distance. And tonight, as they approach the final leg, it's their opponent Bulls who seem wounded and weary. Once given up for lost, can they find their way to the promised land?
Across town from the United Center, downtown Chicago. Now it's time to hear the starting lineup from tonight's PA announcer, Ray Clay.
The man in the middle from New Mexico, 7'2", Luke Longley.
Happy Father's Day, everyone. Tonight, Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Seattle Supersonics and the Chicago Bulls. With Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Mike, these fans are in a raucous mood tonight, looking to will their Bulls to a win.
Yeah, a bit of a mixed blessing. Great to enjoy more of the championship round, but they might have preferred to see this series wrapped up back in Seattle.
And the once unbeatable Bulls suddenly seeming very vulnerable. Clark wrecked by injuries and inconsistent play from their supporting cast. A lot falling on the shoulders of Michael Jordan.
You're right, Kevin, and Michael Jordan is facing double and triple teams, not to mention the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Gary Payton. MJ definitely is looking for more help, but he also knows he might have to do it himself.
That is going to be a battle to watch for sure. On the floor for the Supersonics, the Defensive Player of the Year, Gary Payton. He's joined by Hawkins in the backcourt. At the forward spots, Schrempf and Kemp. And Brakowski at the 5. And the 5 for Chicago. MVP Michael Jordan and Harper are the guards. Pippen and Rodman form the front court, and big Luke Longley at center.
And after the Sonics lost the first 3 games, Coach Carl finally put the glove, Gary Payton, on Jordan. Some question what took him so long to guard the MVP with the Defensive Player of the Year.
And the Sonics refusing to go quietly. And for more on that, let's bring in David Aldridge.
Well, thanks very much. After Chicago's 22-point Game 3 win gave the Bulls a 3-0 lead, everyone from reporters to even some Seattle players thought this series was over. That is, everyone but Shawn Kemp. The all-star forward challenged his teammates between Games 3 and 4. Kemp delivered. Back-to-back double-doubles from the Rain Man have brought us back to Game 6. Kevin?
It has been terrific. David, thank you. I'll be honest, Mike, I didn't think Seattle would push the 72-win Bulls to a Game 6. Did you?
Me either. Obviously, the Supersonics are giant underdogs. They need Kemp to do the impossible again. Outplay Michael Jordan like he did in Game 4 and 5.
Hey, Clark, you look at the last 2 games for Michael Jordan. His numbers have gone down since he's been defended by Gary Payton.
Yeah, you know, through the first 3 games, Kevin, he averaged 31 points on 46% shooting. Since then, though, only 24 points on 41% shooting. That's a significant difference.
Yeah, Payton's done a great job. Sonics having flashbacks, still struggling in this series and not looking sharp. With injuries to his back, both ankles, and knee, I think I've covered all bases. This, Clark, has been a very tough series for Scottie Pippen.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, he's shooting 32% from the field and just 18% from the three-point line. We know he's not anywhere close to 100%, but let's see if he can still find something extra tonight, digging deep, because the Bulls need somebody other than Michael Jordan to step up.
Indeed they do. Excellent point. Some changes for Chicago. Kukoc, he's checked in for Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Scottie Pippen. And the Supersonics also making a change. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Burkowski. Now here's Payton. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. At one point during Game 5 in Seattle, the Bulls might miss 20 consecutive three-point shots.
From deep, Pippen was 1 for 8. Steve Kerr 1 for 7 from the three-point line. The team was 3 for 26 for the game. Those numbers have to be better tonight.
They've got to improve in that category. Seattle calls timeout. Here is Kemp. The pass to Hawkins. Payton looking it over. Kemp with a screen for Payton. 6 to shoot. Schrempf passes to Payton. Seattle missing again. Chicago leading by 16. From deep. Harper, no good.
Seattle trying to do the impossible. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in an NBA playoff series.
Not only that, Clark, in the current 2-3-2 finals format, no road team has ever come back trailing 3-2. But this Seattle team is confident.
Chicago with the ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp. Salad, he's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Tony Kukoc. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. Kerr's shot is good.
Training threes left and right, making it rain from behind the arc.
Nothing the D is doing has worked, which is why they are going to continue gunning from outside the arc.
Now, here is Schrempf. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint, here's Kemp, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
Well, Shawn Kemp was outstanding in Game 5. Somehow, the Rain Man played with a bruised sternum the entire second half. One of the few Sonics playing through the pain tonight. Well, after struggling in Game 5, Pippen seems to have found his outside shot here tonight.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Payton. Chicago grabs the miss.
Rough quarter for him. Just hasn't been able to connect.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. Just got to stay with it. Pippen looking solid. Playing through some nagging injuries that took a toll on him earlier in the series.
Payton with it. Here's Hawkins. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Scottie Pippen making highlights for Chicago.
24.
It's the second quarter of Game 6, the 1996 NBA Finals. Seattle trying to extend this series. The Bulls looking to put the finishing touches on an all-time season.
It is clearly an emotional night for Michael Jordan, playing on Father's Day without his late dad.
Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. Kemp is out there with Perkins. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Schrempf. And it's Hawkins in at the 2 spot.
That's what they wanted there on offense. He missed that one, but coach has to love the look they got.
Bangs home the trifecta. And really for Michael Jordan, so much has happened since he lost his father, Mike Fratello.
Well, first retiring, trying out pro baseball, coming back to the NBA, winning an MVP. The one thing left, win a title. And you know Michael Jordan is thinking about his dad today.
Yeah, he's got it. Just 4 to shoot. Throws it up high, and it's Kemp with the jam. Early in this game 6, Mike, Scottie Pippen's been better.
And that is a great sign for Chicago. Pippen had a huge part in the 72-win regular season. He does it all.
And does it well. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Seattle Supersonics. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. You look at Scottie Pippen. He's really been playing well.
And he looks to be in total control right now. The defense keeps failing to slow him down. And the more he scores, the more confidence he gains.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Hawkins. Harper with the steal. And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago. For Jordan, into the second quarter, Mike, the shooting numbers are better than what we saw in Seattle.
Well, some adjustments from Mike. Freeing himself up for some better looks, looking like the league MVP tonight.
He does. Hawkins against Jordan. Perkins, the pass to Hawkins. The Sonics again can't hit. Hawkins has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Jordan. And he comes up with the deuce. Jordan's got 7 points for the quarter.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
Literally, what a stretch.
Schrempf passes to Kemp, and Kemp slams it in.
On fire so far to start game 6. Kemp looking to lead this team for at least one more game.
Mike, still a lot of basketball left, but much better from deep for Chicago in this one.
Hitting threes will pay dividends later on. Making those trays will loosen up a stiff Seattle defense.
Now Schrempf, following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. Good work defensively by Kerr. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Jordan's got 17 now.
I've always liked the feel for the game that Scottie Pippen has. He's a dynamic passer, folks.
Kemp a screen on Harper. Payton kicks to Hawkins. They double team Kemp. Pass to Payton. Nice ball movement by Seattle. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. From deep, Jordan, another 3 for Chicago. So the Bulls lead this series, Mike, 3-2, trying to cement themselves as one of the greatest teams ever.
An NBA record 72 wins in the regular season. But Chicago needs to close this series out to be considered the greatest.
I agree. Here's Chicago. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
And, Mike, as we can see here, a clear advantage for Michael Jordan over Shawn Kemp thus far.
MJ wants this series to end tonight. This year's MVP wants another ring. Kemp really needs to step his game up to extend this series.
He's going to have to be at his very best, you're right. Now here's Jordan. 22 points for him. And Shawn Kemp picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Wennington, he's checked in for Sally. Rodman comes in for Pippen. And Bushler subbed in for Ron Harper. Brakowski, he's checked in for the Sox. Payton against Jordan. Takes a 3. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
The only person in the world who thought this series would get to Game 6? Shawn Kemp. The Rain Man believed in this team.
That's good from Kemp on the assist by Hawkins. 8 points for Shawn Kemp.
You know, people rarely talk about Hawkins as a playmaker because he's such a great scorer. But that's a mistake. He can pass it, too. Offensively, they've clearly and far and away been the more efficient team.
Yeah, the offense is running smoothly, and it's only the first half. But they've looked more prepared for this matchup.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Or the 3. Moves back up. And Kemp puts it in. Kemp's got 10.
Showing off his strength and vertical. Kemp loves getting after it on the offensive glass.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's letting it fly from downtown, and you can see the confidence is obvious when he shoots the three ball, and that's part of what makes him such an outstanding shooter.
Yeah, no question. And I don't understand why the defense hasn't adjusted and tried to chase him off the line.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Chicago just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Dusk here in Chicago as the last moments of sunlight glow over Lake Michigan and the bustling downtown of Chicago, Illinois. Game 6 of the NBA Final. It's the second half along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls hoping to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Seattle.
Things have come full circle for Dennis Rodman. Remember, the Worm was on those bad boys Pistons teams that eliminated the Bulls 3 straight years.
We've got Kerr. Longley is out there with Pippen. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half.
From that spot, Kerr is one of the very few guys who can knock that down.
Hawkins kicks to Payton. Kemp a screen on Brown. Payton passes to Kemp. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And after battling Chicago for years, Clark, the NBA's rebounding leader, Dennis Rodman, now joining the Bulls.
You know, he was brought in as the final piece of the championship puzzle, Kevin. So far, so good. Rodman looking to earn his 3rd ring.
Wow. In the first half, Mike, a much more effective Michael Jordan than Game 5.
We know Michael is going to review the film with Phil Jackson. And what they've done is draw up some very nice sets for MJ. A thrilling big man to watch. Kemp's combination of boundless athleticism and unlimited energy is truly special.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Kemp. And so Kemp nails both of them. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gets it to go. That one good from Kerr.
Look how quickly Kerr gets his shot off. An efficient shooter off the pass, and you can't afford to give him any room to shoot it.
Well, Mike, compared to Game 5, they had a massive improvement in their three-point shooting.
And that really helps open up their driving lanes. It specifically gives Jordan more space.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Hawkins passes to Kemp. Pippen with the steal. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. I know we could crown a champion tonight. But looking forward, huge questions for this Chicago team. With that, let's go over to D.A.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Now, most of the talk this morning in Chicago isn't about Game 6, but about the Bulls offseason. Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and the head coach are all free agents. Management is hopeful that all 3 will return, but the tense negotiations are on hold. Of course, everyone is concerned first with winning a title. Back to you.
Yeah, David, thank you. There are, Clark, a lot of moving parts here. This can't be, though, their last run together, can it?
I certainly hope not, Kevin. I mean, this current Bulls core, as constituted, could go on a historic run. It would be an absolute shame if they were one and done and didn't have a chance to see how far they could play this thing out.
Yeah, I think as fans, we'd get around. I think we all want to see more of it. I'll say.
Yeah, agreed.
And Mike, much improved performances we're seeing now from players like Scottie Pippen. He is gutting it out.
Yeah, Scottie isn't close to 100%, but this man is a champion. Pippen wants another ring.
He does. Tough player.
Kemp keeps putting up the points. Tonight, it's been all about the rain man.
Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jordan's got 36.
George Karl's adjustment in Game 4 putting Gary Payton the glove on Michael Jordan. It changed the series. Of course, the glove-winning Defensive Player of the Year this season, part of the reason Karl made that switch.
Payton finds Kemp. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And usually, you can count on him to convert there. The D did just enough to throw him off.
Longley passes to Pippen. Now here's Jordan. He's covered by Hawkins. Another three for Chicago. And Gary Payton, who led the NBA in steals. But it's about more than defense, it seems like, Mike, with him.
Running the point. Payton was top 10 in assists. Beyond the numbers, the glove is such a competitor. Never stops talking to his teammates and the opposition. The heart and soul of this Seattle team.
He is indeed. Kemp now with 20 points, and that's 3 straight 20-point games for him.
An explosive leaper. This guy has bounce for days. Kemp beating the defender there with that big-time vertical.
Old teammates at North Carolina. Sam Perkins and Michael Jordan won the national title with the Tar Heels back in 1982. That was Jordan's freshman year. MJ hitting the game-winning shot.
Sonics making a switch here. Perkins is checked in for Bukowski. Askew comes in for Detlef Schrempf. Wingate is checked in for Hawkins. And McMillan subbed in for Gary Payton. Here's McMillan. Passes it to Wingate. Here's McMillan. Shot clock at 5. Seattle needs to get off a shot. A shot by Askew, no good. This offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Everybody sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it really hard to defend. Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Askew passes to Wingate. Here's McMillan. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Chicago, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see.
73, the Supersonics.
This could be the final quarter of basketball this year. So far in these NBA Finals, Bulls are up 3 games to 2. Chicago looking to close out a historic season. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Chicago. With a chance to clinch the title tonight, Coach Fratello, Michael Jordan has been outstanding in the battle with Kemp.
The Rain Man hasn't been able to keep up with Jordan. The last 2 games of the series, wins for Seattle, Kemp was able to win this showdown. That is not the case tonight.
You said it.
Going back to Game 5, Michael Jordan just 2 points in the 4th quarter. Normally, that's when MJ takes over. Maybe Mike is human after all.
The last time the Bulls won a title, Father's Day 1993. Again, Chicago can clinch on Father's Day right now, today. Right, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Of course, this Father's Day is much different for Michael Jordan. Right after that victory 3 years ago in Phoenix, MJ lost his father, James. And I said before today's game, I'm looking forward to going out and playing hard, knowing that I'm doing what I can to try and make him proud. Guys?
Yeah, interesting day, difficult day. D.A., thank you. And Mike, things full circle for Jordan. His kids up in the stands tonight.
Yeah, Michael's playing with a heavy heart, but told us before the game he's playing to make his children proud.
Yeah, a lot of quality there for sure. So with Payton on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. We've got Askew, Wingate is out there with Snow. Then it's Johnson, and it's Burkowski in at the foreshot. Hey, Clark, that last game in Seattle, why were the Sonics able to hold Jordan to 2 points in that fourth quarter?
Well, first of all, Kevin, we never see that. But, you know, Jordan appeared to be tired to me. I mean, MJ was doing everything scoring-wise. Peyton was putting a lot of pressure on him. There's no doubt about it. We'll see a different Michael Jordan in this final frame. You can count on it.
Snow, the pass to Askew. The Sonics again can't hit. Scottie Pippen has been key, Mike, for Chicago tonight. A great game from this All-Star.
The Bulls needed someone other than MJ to play well. Scottie providing a shot in the arm.
A big shot. Here's Snow. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now the pass to Wingate. Here's Snow. To stop the drought. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Pippen. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got 46 points.
And they have not let up. They are still in attack mode despite their sizable lead.
And I like that mindset. Never let up. You don't want to give the opponent any opportunity to get back in this one.
Pass to Wingate. Shot from 16. Chicago grabs the miss. Longley's got his 5th rebound in this one. A drive by Jordan. Good on the shot. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
Johnson the screen. Brown against Snow. Pass to Wingate. Here's Snow. Down low. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Kerr's shot is good.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
Johnson with a screen on Brown. Snow, the pass to Wingate. Here's Snow. Passes to Wingate to halt the run. Longley grabs the miss. Here's Chicago. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Johnson with a screen on Brown. Snow, the pass to Askew. Here is Wingate. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Kerr. He takes it in, and that comes off the assist by Longley.
Look at Kerr mixing it up on the drive, getting in there despite some resistance from the defense.
Snow against Brown. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Snow, the pass to Johnson, and stolen by Longley. Jordan outside for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. So far, this hasn't been debated.
And the Chicago Bulls have done it. 72 wins and the NBA championship. The greatest season in NBA history.
To win it all in front of their home fans, it makes this special. This team has gone through so much.
But this win solidifies this Bulls team's place in NBA history, don't you think?
I agree, and I think they very well could be the best team ever. Maybe the best we've ever seen, this 96 Bulls team. And Michael Jordan, his 4th title. MJ is in the conversation for greatest player of all time.
Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, all future Hall of Famers.
Boy, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, what more can you say? And you can just see the emotion and what this moment means to Michael Jordan. Congratulations to the Chicago Bulls.